If we consider for this diagram, see that electrical hazards, the unwanted disturbance on a power system with a fire accidents in terms of injury, damage to property or damage to workplace environment. It is the concept of electrical hazards. So in this electrical hazards, and electrical hazards can be defined for serious workplace hazards that exposes to workers to electrical injuries. How this electrical hazard is happening in two methods. The first one is called as the direct method. The next one is called as the indirect method. So the direct and then indirect method will be considered for this mode of operations. Okay. First one, the direct method. If you consider for the direct method, the systematic operation has to be considered for electrocution or death due to the electrical shock. That means the electrical current directly passes to the system. Directly passes for electrical current to the human body. This is known as the first one, direct method, or the direct shock, electrical shock, which can occur. The second one is nothing but false or fire. False is nothing but the conductor is breakdown from the transmission line or a lattice steel tower or whatever. The conductor is not in a proper condition. That means the breaking of the conductor is touching to the ground line level. Unfortunately, any human or any person to touching on this material, he or she absorb for the heating effect. So they absorb the heating effect is called as the one of the indirect method, or otherwise firing hazards. That is the generation of excessive volume of heat. The next one. So if you consider for this system, common electrical hazards. What are the system will be called as the common electrical hazards, or how the common electrical hazards can be classified. The system is to be having the improper grounding. The grounding is not clear. If the grounding is not clear means again the faulting operation is to be considered for under the different conditions. Improper grounding or the ground wire is not connected properly. It is one of the good example for the general grounding concept is outermost body or the outermost frame which is to be connected to the earth. It is the meaning of grounding to avoiding for the leakage current or the unwanted circulating current in the network or the machine. The proper grounding system is to be implemented for we having a 3 layers in the ground. The first layer occupied for coal. The second layer occupied for river sand. The third layer occupied for salt. Or sometime it may be considered for the first layer having a coal, the second layer having another one. That means salt. The third layer having the another one. That is the sand, river sand. So these 3 layers should be considered for earthing. Coal, salt, and then river sand. So the connecting wire or the earthing rod has to be implemented on this 3 layer. If the proper connection is not occurred, it is called as the improper grounding or otherwise the disconnection of the ground wire. The second one is known as exposed electrical parts. How the electrical parts are exposed? So the load current value will be considered for within the prescribed value. If any electrical machines or devices can be operated for more than the rated current value, the current value increases, again the spark is generated. So this generated spark automatically affected on the system. So the human machine will absorb for the shocking effect. Inadequate wiring. Inadequate wiring is nothing but the electrical wiring machine or the electrical wiring system is not properly connected. The wiring is properly connected means what will happen? It is the chances for unbalanced system. So this condition, inadequate wiring, the wiring is not properly connected. That means the ground wire is not properly connected to each and every points, plug points. Automatically, it is the chances for generation of spark. So it is the meaning for inadequate wiring. Next one, damaged insulation. The insulation is damaged. I mentioned the voltage value is directly proportional to type of insulation used. The current value is directly proportional to the size of the conductor used. If the voltage value directly proportional type of insulation means, if the insulation value is increases, that means if the voltage value increases, the insulation value is also increases simultaneously. Unfortunately, the rated voltage value can be operated for below the insulation level. So this particular value is known as the insulation coordination. The conductor or the cables can be operated for below the insulation coordination level. It is the chance for generation of damage of insulation. If once the insulation gets damaged, automatically here the fault is occurred. This is the one of the electrical hazards. Next one, overloaded circuits. You know the main concept of a overloaded circuits. A load should be directly proportional to current. The current is directly proportional to size of the conductor. Clearly listen. If the load, all the distributors receiving for the same operating voltage value of 400 voltages, the load should be consumed for the 400 voltages. But the current value under the domestic level, I'm talking about the domestic level, all the domestic service connections are receiving for 400 voltage value. If the load is increases, the current value increases. If the current value increases, the current is directly proportional to size of the conductor. It is the one of the good example for you having a fusing element. That means fuse wire. The fuse wire having a different ranges, 5 amps fuse, 10 amps fuse, 15 amps fuse, etc. If the fuse wire increases, the current value is directly proportional to the fuse wire. If the fuse wire thickness is also increases simultaneously. If the fuse wire is directly proportional to the system. If the fuse wire increases, automatically the current value is also increases. The current is directly proportional to the fuse wire. So if the current value increases, respective conductor dimension is also increases. If the conductor dimension is damaged, automatically here the overload is occurred on your system, the insulation gets damaged. The next one, damaged tools and equipments. A system should be properly checked. That means design test, direct test, and routine test. Or otherwise called as the type test, routine test, design test. This type of 3 tests should be conducted. Afterwards only the load or any accessories should be operated. If suppose the damaged tools can be operated in this system, it is to be one of the good chance for generation of electrical hazards. Here the next one is known as the wet condition. You know very well, good or pure water is acting as the insulator. The impurity of water is damaged. It is that due to the dust, moisture, smoke, automatically the impurities deposited on the water material, the content or the purity of the water started to decreases. So this water conditions which can be touching on the body part of the material, automatically you can observe for heating effect. So this heating effect due to the losses. Otherwise, here it is a chances for generation of electrical hazards. So due to the electrical hazards, the entire system can be damaged. The next one, in recognizing, avoiding and protecting against electrical hazards, keep in mind it will be safe. B, burns. A burn is the most common shock related to the injury. It may be electrical or otherwise arc or flash over. This is called as the flash over. Between 2 terminals, if the load is increases, the current value increases. If the conductor is not damaged, between the 2 terminal of the conductor, a arc is started to generate. That is called as the flash over, otherwise generated arc. Next one, thermal contact. You know very well, thermal contact is nothing but very simplest one. Very simplest one is known as the thermal contact. So in this thermal contact, it can be the chance for generation of heating effect. So this heating effect is to be one of the good condition for this thermal condition. So the system can be operated for under due to this circumstances. See that current is increases, automatically the load increases means current value increases. You know very well, the current is directly proportional to area of cross section. Generally, the losses can be classified for two categories. One is the constant losses. Next one is the variable losses. The constant losses depending upon voltage, but the variable losses depending upon current. If the current value increases, the power losses is also increases. If the power losses increases, the temperature value increases. If the temperature value increases, it is a chance for generation of thermal losses. Otherwise, the thermal contact. Here, the next one is known as the electrocution. Electrocution results when a human is exposed to a lethal amount of electrical energy. The human absorbs for a lethal amount of electrical energy. This is the concept of electrocution. The next one is known as the shock. The shock results when the body becomes a part of electrical circuit. The electrical shock is defined as a reflex response to the passage of electric current through the body. Or otherwise, if the shock is generated, a human absorbs for excessive value of power, otherwise heat losses. So the human can absorb for the heating effect. The next one is known as the arc flash or blast. An arc flash is the sudden release of electrical energy through the air when the high voltage gap exists and there is a breakdown between the conductors. So if the conductors to be connected between two contacts, automatically if the potential difference between the two contacts increases, the arc is started to generate. So this arc is affected on the material. Again, the heat losses is breakdown. The last one is known as the fire. So if here the fire is to be generated, what will happen? If the fire is generated means automatically the excess of heat is to be generated. See that. Most of electrical fires results from problems when the faulty of electrical outlets. Such extension and appearance cords or plugs or receptacles and switches. Because this safety is very important. If you complete the degree, easily you can get the job. You go and serve anywhere, but you don't know what is the definition for earthing means. In that time, you will realize what is the major problem for you. Because safety precaution is important. I don't know how you can serve or how you can work in the industry field, but you should know what is the meaning of safety precautions. The safety precaution is the major one because the electricity is the very, very dangerous one. If the system is to be operated properly, it is a good thing. Otherwise, you will absorb for heat or the shocking effect. So the human body will be affected. See that. So these are the causes for generation of fire. A system has to be operated for properly. Otherwise, it is one of the chance for generation of fire. So it is one of the short circuit fault which can be occurred on a system. Explosion. It's a very, very important one. An explosion can occur when electricity ignites an explosive mixture of material in the air. So the explosion mixture can be occurred or in the material air, it is a chances for the excess of heat which can be generated with abnormal condition. Contact with the energized sources. The major hazards regarding contact with the energy sources are electrical shock and burns. So the major concept is electrical shock and burning. Burning, because if the excessive current is flowing through the conductor, again and again I am repeating, current is directly proportional to size of the conductor. If the conductor current value increases, the conductor or any system will be started to melting. We are under the category of domestic consumers. The current value can be limited up to 10 ampere or less than 25 ampere. If the current value can be increases for more than 25 ampere, we are called as the HT consumers, high tension consumers. So we can operate the electricity in the order of 400 voltages, but the current value can be limited for up to only the level of 15 or 20 ampere. The 20 is the major one. 10 to 15 ampere. It's the highest level. So the next one is nothing but electrical shock. How the electrical shock can be occurred and then what are the problems you are realizing on that. So the problem can be projected for, see that. If the system can be operated for in this scheme, Again, the most of the system can be operated for. See that the body becomes part of an earth part, broken terminal. It is one of the good example. I is equal to V by R, or otherwise E is nothing but induced EMF by the resistance. The flowing of current is 120 milliampere. If you operate here, again you will observe for the heat or the shocking effect without proper gloves. Grounded object. So this is the chances for grounding. Line to ground fault. The different fault is occurred on your system. See that this is the line. This is the line. You are a human body. This is the ground. It is one of the good question. How the fault is transferred through a human body? The answer is line to ground fault. The single line to ground fault is occurred. See that like this. This is the line material. This is the ground. The fault is occurred between a line to ground. This type of a fault can be analyzed. Next one, burning out. So the three staging of burning out which can be mentioned here. The first stage as well as second stage, third one. Because if the excessive current flowing through the conductor, the entire human has to be severely affected. So what to do? If you observe for the effect, how you can avoid this human effect? Do not go near to the casualty until the electricity is proven off. You see, because wood, rubber, synthetic, glass, mica, these are all the insulators. Clearly note down. This thing will be happening at any time. We are all humans. The error can be occurred on any time. Each and every smart person having a negative sense. That means you should know what are the dielectric material or the insulating materials. Mica, paper, rubber, synthetic, resin, glass. These are the material, insulating materials. The insulating material classified for gas insulating material, solid insulating material, and then liquid insulating material. If we consider for the solid insulating material, glass, paper, mica, rubber, synthetic, and then resin. If we consider for the liquid insulating material, it is one of the good example for high viscosity of hydrocarbon mineral oil. This oil can be used in a transformers as well as the circuit breakers. The circuit breaker as well as the transformers having a same high viscosity of hydrocarbon mineral oil. Once this type of oil can be used on the system, it will be acting as a liquid insulator. And then the gaseous insulator. The gaseous insulator is nothing but SF6, sulfur hexafluoride. The sulfur hexafluoride is known as the gaseous insulating material. So the insulating material can be classified for solid, liquid, and then gaseous. Immediate, if you observe shock, immediately you have to break the current. The next one is known as the call for emergency assistance. So you should know. The next one, the victim is unconscious. Check to see, are they breathing to have a pulse? Check the airway, breathing. So these are the common sense how to protect from the shocking effect. Psychological effect of electricity. See that. It's not a joke. See how it can be affected in your human body. Cardiac arrest. So if the heart is affected, means the every system should be collapsed. And then loss of muscular control. So the electricity is an important thing which can be operated for properly grounded. Then only a human body or the system should be safe. So these are psychological effect of electricity. Below 1 milliampere, generally not perceptible. And then 1 milliampere, faint tingle. And then 5 milliampere, single stalk felt. So these are the reactions, how it can be operated. Psychological effects of electricity, current value, and then reaction. Factors of influencing servicity. Frequency of a supply. The servicity of electrical shock or the amount of current which flows in your body, it depends upon what are the factors is to be dependent. The number one, frequency of supply, level of voltage, state of the point of contact which is the body, duration of exposure, resistance of the body. So here, the resistance of the body is entirely different. It's to be depending upon the person or the it's a genicity of the person. The next one is the frequency of a supply. It may be a DC or AC. clearly note down, if you observe any shocking effect from alternating current, within the fraction of second, if you need any assistance, means easily you will wind up, or you come back to the original position. If any electrical hazards which can appear on a human body in order of direct current, means it is very, very difficult because the frequency is absent. So the direct current is nothing but it's a very, very sensitive one, directly affected on the body within the fraction of seconds. The heart as well as the entire system will be collapsed. The next one, level of voltage. So the level of voltage mean the voltage value can be classified for distribution voltage level, transmission voltage level, and then generating voltage level. So the voltage level, our domestic service level, the domestic appliance can be used for in order of 400 voltages, only for 400 voltages. It is a domestic voltage level. The system can be operated for more than 400. That means near to 25 kV. The traction, electric traction, they are using for 25 kV. That means 25,000 volt. So the current value as well as the voltage value is entirely different. If the voltage value is to be slightly increases within the fraction of second, a body will be simply or otherwise quickly burn out. State of the point of contact with the body. So in which point the contact will be generated or which can be touching to our human body. Duration of exposure, that is what is the time duration of the shocking effect. Resistance of the body, the resistance of that body depending upon the nature. So the each and every points will be elaborately mentioned here. Frequency of a supply, level of the supply, I is equal to V by R based on this concept. Low voltage does not mean low hazards. So keep in your mind, low voltage does not having a low hazards. See that I is equal to V by R. The voltage is directly proportional to current. Dangerous in low voltage system. Secondary shock hazards. Arc in low voltage system has the same potential of igniting explosive materials and then short circuit. The short circuit is occurred on your system. It is very, very dangerous one. If once the short circuit is occurred, automatically it can be affected in your whole body. The whole system will be observed for shocking effect. This is the main concept of short circuit of the body. Next one, current path. This is the entrance. This is the exit. How the current will be flowing through the body. See that it will be quickly short circuited. Under the ground level, it should be quickly short circuited. See that. So here entrance. This is the exit. How the current will be flowing through with a quick manner. This is the live wire. This is the ground material. You know very well the load should be connected between line to neutral. The load is connected between line to neutral. So you know very well how the line and the neutral can be operated. The line and the neutral can be operated for within the system like this. See that. The next one is nothing but duration of exposure. So you know the duration and then resistance of the body, hazards of static electricity. So what is the hazards of static electricity? It means the static electricity of creation of spark in explosive or flammable in the atmosphere. These sparks can set off explosion of fire or the danger greatest. Hazards of state electricity. So already mentioned how to identify your workplace of hazards. So the identification of workplace is important. Identification of workplace. So here if you're having identification of workplace, the entire system can be operated for within the stipulated period as well as this margin. How to identify your workplace of hazard? What can go wrong or what are the consequences of fault? How could it arise? Or what are other contributing factors we can operate on the system? The next one, how likely is it hazards will occur? So these are the Badger scenario and then analysis. Here they are mentioned. So go through the hierarchy of control. Hierarchy of control is something, but from top to bottom, how the control system of operation can be implemented. So elimination or substitution and then reduction factor. Third one is something but isolation. Isolation is nothing but your incoming part as well as the outgoing part will be isolated. And then engineering control. So the engineering control having a all the technical parameters like voltage value, current value, frequency value, impedance value, resistance value, reactance value, the every value should be monitored. And then elimination of substation. The elimination of substation has to be operated for like this. See that. The entire system of elimination has to be implemented for like this system only. How the system as well as the fault can be occurred on the body. And then reduction. So the reduction of the system, inspection and testing. Inspection of a system as well as the testing of the system. So the inspection and then testing, this is important. The third thing is isolation. That means how the system as well as the body can be isolated. Simple controls. So these are the simple control of operating median. How the operating median can be contained as well as operated in the system. It's okay. See, this is a lecture for you, not for me. Listen, if you enter something means you spoil your classes. Listen, I'm a friendly person. I need your kind cooperation. You are discharging your cooperation very successfully. I would like to complete the portion within the stipulated period. By based on the instruction, I am taking the classes. So you just listen. Otherwise, you don't make an unwanted disturbance to others. Players. So these are the sample controls. You just listen. Live working, hand tools, heaters, machines, and then stored energy system. So it should be designed for a proper manner. Then only the entire system in a proper operating conditions will be designed. Exercise. So these are the advanced topics. So each and every material I will distribute to one and all. So kindly cooperate. So collect the materials. Try to utilize this good opportunity. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, over, Ada.
Yeah, it's over.
Attendance, how are you taking? So you just note down who's there or how is it done?
Yeah, I will correct it from Saurav Verma as well as it is displayed here.
Okay, okay.
So you can.
So we can leave now.
Yeah, you can leave now.
Thank you.